Trying to look around as we walk. Let's see if I can see any animals, but I suspect we're making too much noise. We still on track, Mom?
Yep.
Okay.
Not too much higher than clean that, but the road backwards.
Okay. You can't really see it, but I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's a huge cobweb.
Oh, yeah.
Right there's the center of it. Pesky little creatures. Some big tall trees. Well, we got to crawl over this one. But that's okay. It ain't that big.
Handy dandy chainsaw to cut it out of the way.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Hello.
Doing well?
You all right?
Good, thank you.
Duck. Yeah, look at these little red berries on there. I don't know if that's a juniper. Okay, now we're out to the concrete road, or asphalt road.
Looks like it's on up here.
What's that?
Because it looks like, well, we're almost at the...
It almost looks like we... Okay. Oh, right up there's a parking lot, probably. Well, I guess there's another way down to the path right over there.
I think that's where this is taking us.
Huh? Is that where it's taking us? Down in there?
Looks like it. What does this say over here?
GG. Yep, we're right there. So we need to keep going down this way. This is why I used to love to go to Uncle Harold's farm and then walk in his back pastures where the creek was. It was almost a path. You could walk it back in there. Always had fun doing that. There was one place in that creek there on Uncle Harold's farm where it kind of widened out and it almost made like a little pond, so you could actually take your shoes and socks off and go wading a little bit. Of course, there wasn't never much water in it, but it was always fun to walk his pastures out there behind the old farmhouse. I remember when we used to go over there to Harold Outdoors's, take our sleds over there and go flying down that hill. You could go from the farmhouse all the way down to the gate in the west side pasture. Boy, I tell you, you could get going pretty good. Pretty foliage. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we've had a couple of nights of temperatures down in the 30s. I hope that don't mean winter's going to get here early. I haven't seen any predictions, but I'm betting that this fall, beginning of winter through December, they're not going to have much snow. If they get any, it's going to hit in January. Now look at that vine going up that tree. Now that's kind of cool.
It's almost like a giant centipede.
Yeah, it does look like a giant centipede.
Super giant. It goes all the way up to the top.
You see a lot of forested areas like this, and it's got a lot of ground clutter. And leaves and things like that.
Beautiful.
Problem is, if fire ever starts in here, it's got way too much ground clutter to burn.
That's the kindling.
I hope it never does. Forest fires are not something you want to live with or live through. Shouldn't have said it that way. I have to go through. Remember how we used to rake up leaves as a kid and then jump in them? You wouldn't dare do that now. You'd be itching for a week.
Waking up the kids all out in the fire and light them on fire. You can't do that anymore.
No, you can't do that no more. It's been a pretty good trail. I said it's been a pretty good trail. Except for a couple of places that wasn't marked very well. But the map you can get doesn't have all of the side trails listed on it that people have made on their own, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna get some those gold leaves up there on those trees. That's pretty. Yeah. Watch where you're walking. Well, I try to look ahead on the ground and then, yeah, there's a lot of leaves on the ground. Hides and mesquite tree roots. Okay, we're at HH, which is right there. So, we turn and go this way. That's a pretty picture down through there, isn't it? I'm at 19% on the battery. Huh? Oh, yeah, probably. I don't know how much farther we got to go. It'll probably run out. We'll get back to you guys. We got to change batteries. Okay, we're back. Changed batteries in the GoPro, so. We hadn't used this in a while since we got back from our western trip, and it wasn't fully charged, so didn't last very long, but that's okay. We thought we'd bring you along on our little hike. Mom decided that I asked her what she wanted for her birthday, and she said, I want to go to Houston Woods. So, here we are. We haven't been here in ages. Well, probably. There's more black walnuts. I had a black walnut there at the campground, and I put it on the picnic table, and the cotton picking squirrel stole it. And left me a buckeye in exchange. Like I can eat a buckeye. So I found another one, took it out of its green shell. Whoops. Low-hanging branch. And I put it in the RV so the squirrels can't get it. Huh? Oh, see?
That's what they look like.
Right there, it's a yellowish, sometimes they're green depending upon what.
That was got a little more green on it over there.
See that inside of it. See, there's the black walnut right there inside of it. Once you take that outer shell off. Here's one that's a little more green. It's not quite done yet. But they're much stronger tasting than a English walnut. And they're a whole lot harder to get into. You have to take a hammer to crush the shell. That's why I'm surprised the squirrel took it. Them shells are really hard. Mom and Aunt Doris used to take, and they go out and finding those black walnuts, put them in a big duck, Tammy, bushel basket, and they would stay for a long time. I remember one time we had to take hammers and crack the shells and take picks to get the nuts out of them. But they're much stronger tasting than an English walnut.
I don't like the black walnut. I'm not crazy about walnuts, but I like regular walnuts and the black ones. I really like the color.
Yeah. You know, an English walnut, you can take two of them in your hand and crush them together and open them up, but black walnuts, you can't do that. Yeah, I guess that's a bike path or
Probably.
cart path or something. It's been a fun little walk. It's about 1.3 miles. The elevation hasn't been really bad at all.
Yeah.
And it's cool. So you're not going to get overheated, but you got to be careful with wearing too many clothes because then you start sweating.
I didn't have my coat on. I was staying here before I did.
Oh, it's just pretty down through there. Yeah, like Mom says, pretty as a picture. And when I'm not running off at the mouth, it's pretty quiet out here. Or car. You're not too far from the road. Sunday, October the 9th, 2022. We've been through a lot. Been to a lot of places this year, haven't we, Tammy? Absolutely, there's more to see. But each place, don't you think, each place has its own charm, its own
yeah.
scenic value. I mean, you'd never see these kind of leaves and trees in the places we've been out west.
No. But on the flip side, I mean, the aspens are starting to turn now into citrus. Even more of the golden yellow than these.
Oh yeah,
So pretty.
when we were in the Grand Canyon and the North Rim and even through Yellowstone and Custer State Park. I mean, there was aspen and fir trees and
A lot of them in Colorado.
yeah, a lot in Colorado. But Indiana, Ohio has its charm, other than cornfields. We're gonna tee off to the left or go straight?
There you go. It looks like it's straight all the way.
Yeah, it kind of looked that way, didn't it?
Yeah. Just about where we started.
You probably should have printed maps. Tammy's tracking us on her phone. There's an app that you can get that,
All trails.
yeah, all trails in.
Well, I downloaded the premium version, bought it, to be able to download the maps and use them offline in case we didn't have any cell service.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you don't have cell service, it ain't gonna do you much good unless you can get it offline. So, here's the bridge over there we want to cross. Actually, this is the first time we've had our backpacks out of the truck since we got back. We probably should go through them and
Well, I had mine inside. I took everything out of it. This is hot stuff. I thought I'd need for this.
if there's any crackers or anything in there, I'm sure there's probably.
I put some new ones in mine.
Okay.
Let me just see what's in there.
I didn't bring the canteen with this time. I got a bottle of tea and Mom's got a big thing of water, so.
I got my water and Gatorade in the truck.
We really enjoy these slow, leisurely walks. I mean, we don't go in for the hardcore stuff, but
Although they have some beautiful views and scenery, but
yes, they do.
some of them I just couldn't do. All the climbing.
Well, there's a couple of them you had to cross a rope bridge, and then one of them you had to climb a ladder, makeshift ladder to keep going. But this is okay too.
I like this. It's a slower pace. You can kind of enjoy scenery.
This is kind of nice too, Tammy. I mean, you remember when we were in some of those places and there wasn't hardly anything. I mean, it was so arid. It's almost like a desert.
Yeah. We've got foliage here. Nice to see some greenery.
Yeah.
Everything's dying out, but still there's a lot of green. creek. And they come.
Look at this way the sun is coming down on that tree in the path. Just makes it so pretty. This is what it's all about, though. This is why Mom and I decided to do this. Travel around the country, take walks, and
Well, even places around here that we visited some when the kids were little. We didn't really get to spend all that much time immediately because we had to hurry up and get back to work and school, and
yeah, we don't have to work anymore.
we just take our time and enjoy it.
It's a personal choice, though. I mean, we decided to enjoy what we'd put aside.
Well, not everybody can live in an RV full time either.
No, they
So
can't.
It's just not for them. But works for us.
It's a choice, and it does work for us, but this is why we decided to do this. We just love getting out here and walking, and besides, keeps our old bones moving. Okay, we're back to the parking lot, so we'll let you go.
Take a view of the lodge.
Oh, there's the lodge over there in Houston Woods. Really nice lodge. There's a lot of people here today. It's a really nice place. We used to come here camping with the kids long time ago.
We'll go find a campground, see what it looks like.
The what?
We'll go find a campground.
Oh.
Go ahead for it.
Oh, I doubt it, but I don't know. We've had a good walk today, had a good time, so thought we'd bring you along. You guys take care. We'll see you later.